welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, please make sure to subscribe for videos all year long, hunting, fishing, photography, weightlifting, all of it. So today we're going to be going through my new to me mud boat. I upgraded from my 12-foot Lund, and we're going to get into the specifics, but let's check it out. Alright, so starting up front, this is a 1436 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿. It's a flat bottom. It is not a Mod V. I opted for a boat that had the square front. It gives you a little bit more room up front, especially with a narrower boat. It gives you a little bit more storage as opposed to having the V and cutting out some of the front of the boat. So this boat has a light bar up front, and that's super helpful for being in the marsh. It had two other lights on the corners here, but I took those off as I don't think I'm going to need that much light. I am also hoping to do a deck up front and have it span from this seat to the front little deck right there, and give me a spot to put a trolling motor battery, mount a trolling motor up here, and be able to fish this thing in the shallow marsh. Avery push-pull, definitely a necessity when you do not have reverse or neutral for that matter, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So not a ton in the front, but let's move to the back of the boat. So we have a 20 horsepower 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐿 Longtail, and this is a Honda 20 horse, electric start, electric fuel pump. This thing starts up real nice, and it runs on rec fuel. I'll only be running rec fuel in it, but it is a really powerful motor for this boat. It moves at about 20-22 miles an hour. This is a nice feature right here to hold the motor up, especially when dropping it in, and definitely for trailering it. It holds it right here in the rib, but it just keeps everything nice and secure when you're moving. Alright, I know you guys want to hear this run, so let's get it fired up. Alright, choke is on. She's a ripper. Starts up real nice. The motor has been gone through plenty. All the maintenance has been done really nicely by my buddy, and he kept this thing really well maintained. So it fires up, it runs great, especially on the rec fuel. That's definitely helpful, especially for these motors. And I'm gonna continue to run rec fuel in it and maintain it as well as he did. Another real nice feature is this grab handle here. My other boat does not have a grab handle, but I might need to move it forward because I believe at some point this handle was extended, and so it does get in the way if you're moving the handle to the right, and it gets a little bound up on your back, so you just kind of have to move forward. But I'd like to just move this forward and keep everything a little more centered in the boat anyway. Got a switch panel down here for the nav lights, for the light bar, and I'll be putting a bilge pump in here as well. So that's really nice to have. You access the back of the panel here, and I don't have it hooked up to the battery yet, but the battery sits back over there. So it sits on this side. This side has the battery and the gas tank, so it helps even out where I'm standing in the boat and distribute the weight just a little bit better. Last but not least, for this size motor, it's super nice to have these float pods back here. Helps keep the back of the boat out of the water a little bit. I'm heavier, so it does help with that as well. The flotation is great, and it gives you a nice step in the back too, which will be really nice for hunting with a dog and being able to just put some sort of grip here so that he can just climb right into the boat. But overall, this thing is awesome. I got it for a really good price, and it's a big upgrade from my existing mud boat. So having this boat and the lake boat are really the two main options that I need. I do have the kayaks back here too, and those are really helpful, but being able to make long runs in shallow water, this is exactly what I need. And it should carry 3 people pretty easily, 2 people in gear. It moved Jeff and I pretty well, and having the dog He can sit up front, hopefully on a new deck, but if not, he can fit pretty much anywhere in here. So I'm really excited about this boat, and I hope that you guys tune in to see this thing in action. I'll throw in some clips of us running a little bit out on the marsh with it. I took a GoPro, but I've got some clips on my phone too that I can share and show you guys the boat in action. Sadie, get down, dude. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys want to see it in action, just let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see with it. I'm gonna do the deck build at some point, but otherwise it's pretty much finished for what I need it for. It's a really nice boat, starts up great, motor runs well. I'm really excited to have it, especially for the marsh hunting that we're gonna do and the shallow water hunting. Be able to get a little bit quicker to our spots than I can with the 6.5 horse. This 20 horse is gonna be great. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to check out the Too Many Hobbies podcast on all streaming platforms. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.